because I know that I'm not going to win this whole event.
Right.
You know?
Well, to be honest, when they're thinking about this, they're probably thinking, oh, this will get a lot of views.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, they're like, dude, yeah. Anything that you put Krob in front of, man.
That thing is going to get
Go
huge
bananas.
It's like Gangnam Style, man. Billions of views.
Wow.
That was the first billion viewed video on
Really?
YouTube, yeah. Gangnam Style.
Rip 'em Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style. Okay, we got to go into Dumb Data's shit now. Because Dumb Data did a video also about the impossible. A controversial trick nowadays.
That's not no damn impossible.
With that Montoya?
I think...
Joey?
It's a 360 show.
Yeah. I think Dumb Data has very, very, very good points here in this. Because I think the impossible has lost its impossible.
So
It's no longer impossible.
It's no longer an impossible.
Let's
bring it back.
Yeah, the way that Rodney Mullen was explaining it in that video is that you're wrapping it going straight back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's vertical.
Yeah, so literally it goes straight back.
If the board is vertical, your foot has to control it to bring it back around. That's the whole point of it. Mm-hmm. When I first learned an impossible, my front foot was on the nose.
Right.
And you take your front foot off, and you literally your back foot controls the verticalness of the spin of the board.
Yeah, I tried it that way. Not to cut you off.
Please.
And seeing Rodney Mullen, obviously it was a good person to take that hint from, but I tried it that way. It did not work for me. So I moved my foot back a little bit more, like probably right in front of the front bolt. And it worked a lot easier.
But that's good, though, because it went from the nose.
Yeah.
And the foot came back down.
Yes.
Which may have been the downfall of the impossible, having the foot come all the way down like that.
Possibly.
Made it move differently.
Yeah, because you're placing your foot like a kickflip.
Yes. Essentially, yeah.
And now the board is not going horizontal or vertical, it's going more of like,
It's going sideways.
So I've never done an
Sideways,
impossible before, I guess. I've never done it before.
Well, no one really does it like that.
If it goes like seriously vertical all the way, like big ups, like I don't see that from anybody. So
not anymore.
But I mean, who had the gnarliest like impossible?
Had an amazing
Dylan,
one.
yes,
Yeah,
Dylan. He didn't wrap it like that.
I think
did
it
not-
wrapped.
he did
though.
like
Let's
a
pull.
temple
Can we pull up a
He
Dylan?
did not wrap it like that.
Pull up the windows
But
over
he
the
wrapped it.
the
It just
bench
didn't
and
wrap
you-
like straight up and down.
Yeah,
Like, nobody does that.
Well, even the videos back then doesn't really look like it's straight like this. Like, you know what I mean?
Nobody does it.
No
like
one could
that.
really.
That.
That was pretty close.
Do you remember that video we watched of Versace Plug? Remember he was in the mall doing like.
Oh, his was like fully
His was like
wrapped around.
fully
Yeah.
straight. I can't remember if it was wrapped.
Let's see.
That dude wrapped it.
Oh no, it's completely wrapped. It's insane.
It wasn't
Yeah,
vertical.
no,
No, but it was
wrapped. No
Yeah.
doubt about that. 1,000%.
Your back foot needs to be in contact with
And
that board at all.
He brings it up to himself.
Yeah.
At all points in time. Contact, land. That is wrapped. That is wrapped. Not vertical. And I do agree with Rodney, though. I do think it needs some verticality to it.
To a
To
degree.
where it starts. You start it vertical and then it goes sideways a little bit.
Especially when you're going over something.
Yeah, that you can't wrap it full straight like that.
No.
It's not even really. I mean, it's probably
Show me
possible.
somebody. I mean, even Rodney, does he wrap it like that?
It's like you go straight back and it goes a little bit sideways.
Yeah, there's definitely some side.
Hey, fingers, can we
display.
pull up Rodney Impossible?
Because there's some in that video. But
100%. Hey, go.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
Hype train.
hype train.
Hype train's popping over on Twitch. Oh, sorry.
And that foot's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it's funny, like
It's gone though. But I think that's
it's like a toe kind of
Yeah.
controls it, but it's not like going straight back.
hold on. This is kind of. Damn it! I keep hitting the wrong button. Sorry, but this is it.
But see, that one's
that
more
that was
vertical.
wrapped. That was like, what? Is that a front foot impossible? What was that?
Yeah. Nollie?
No.
Or nollie impossible. Yeah, he wrapped that thing, bro.
So it goes like a little bit sideways. You have to start
This
going
one's-
like that,
yeah.
and then it starts going a little bit
And then it's
sideways.
but it's on the vertical plane though.
Yes,
that is like one of the closest vertical ones.
Yeah.
Like he really got that thing straight up and down.
I
That,
agree.
is that don't. Is that Rodney?
That's Rodney.
That is
That
Rodney.
looked like an AI Rodney.
Well, that's what his skateboarding looks like. It looks like
up.
it's all completely not possible, but he does do it. I never understood how he thinks of doing all this stuff, man. It's amazing.
He's the best, bro.
Hold on. I have to redo this because I hit the wrong button. So let me get this back in working order here.
Templeton would be a great example as well.
Yeah,
Ed had a great one.
Yes.
yeah.
His went vertical.
Yeah, his rap's so crazy. Like,
Yeah.
you could see that. But then as time went on, you kind of got lost in it. You're like, wait, what is it here? What is it impossible?
I just think we need to bring it back to the defining. Is it a 360 pop shove it or is it an impossible? It
If
needs to
you're-
be. We need to have some definitive answers here.
Agreed. And I think that if you're wrapping it with your back foot, like like even if it's a side wrap, that's an impossible to me. If you're just throwing around just like that, that's a
That
360.
is
That's a
not.
360 pop shove it right
It's the
there.
360 pop shove it. Just call it a
There's
360
and
pop
it's see
shove
how
it.
far away from it is his back foot. If your back foot's not even trying to wrap it at all,
It's like one
it's
foot on
not.
the
That's
board.
not impossible.
So let me get this right. What you're saying.
That was a hell of a good
Yeah,
one
that was
right
a
there.
great. That was
Is that Benny
impossible.
Fairfax?
Yeah.
He's a G. So as long as the back foot is connected to the board and the board is wrapping around the foot, it doesn't matter if it's vertical, a little bit cocked to the side, or even horizontal.
Yeah.
It's if it's wrapping around the foot and staying in
To a
contact, that's
degree.
an impossible.
To me, yes.
That's what you're saying. Okay.
To a degree. I mean, look, you can cheat. You can also cheat with that a little bit. But again, if your back foot is going in the flow with that board, I think that's impossible.
Yeah, there are impossible. I almost want
But we need to
impossible
agree
things.
on something here today. though.
No, but I'll
We are
say
the-
this. I will say this.
We're the judge and jury.
We
man.
are.
the impossible. I'll see like impossible three shoves, like you see Shane O'Neill do them.
Yes, because his
His stay intact with his foot.
it's
though.
right, but you can tell that his
It's
foot
not
is
wrapping.
trying to make it do it.
but it's not going like this crazy vertical
No,
access.
no.
Is it hitting his shoelace?
I mean it's staying on his toe.
It's got to hit his shoelace, bro.
It's staying on its toe.
It's staying on his
Yeah.
toe. That's why you can see it. It looks a little different.
Here we go.
do it.
Shane O'Neill right here. No,
Yeah.
no.
See, but that's what he. That's the way he does
That's
it.
the way he
though.
does it, yeah.
Yeah. And,
But it's wrong. It's not impossible. I'm sorry.
oh, look at that.
Wait.
Was a,
That's
do it
better
one more.
West
Do it
End.
in slow, real
yeah,
quick.
too slow.
Yeah. Look. I love dumb data. Can we
the
just say
best.
that real?
It's the best.
I
Yeah.
love it.
The best.
I love it. Okay. Away from people
Yeah,
on
no.
screen. His back foot's not even touching the board
Yep,
anymore.
yep.
It's like
It
a
is
pop.
popped.
Shove it.
It's
like a,
popped.
Yeah.
Does he turn his foot at all? To,
No.
like motion to do it.
Look,
Yes,
it's
he's
not-
following. He's following it.
He's
It's just
following,
not
but it's not connected. There's no
Like,
wrap.
It's
It looks
It's
kinda,
a different wrap.
Yeah, it's a different type
That is
of
a
like,
360 pop shove it, 100,000%.
I think a 360 pop shove it is dictated by your front foot.
No.
Yeah, because you're controlling it with your front foot.
It's hovering over your front foot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
how
well, if
like
you're
how
back-
Gino does
Yeah.
it. Like
Yep.
I think that's a perfect example, and I think it's an awesome example because I don't not too many people could control it with their front foot.
Chris Granier just posted something the other day of him doing it on a hip, and I was like, dude, that's so hard to do.
It really
like,
is.
like a really good 360 pop shove it. That's the most primo trick of all time.
Straight up.
And
Even
That's
Westgate.
a wrap too,
Yeah.
though.
He was no.
but it's
that's
like
not- I
it's
don't
like a
think so.
half-ass. Sorry, it's a half-ass.
It's a half. Yeah. No,
half-ass
say it.
fucking scoop, but or
I
wrap.
just think people have gotten into this. You know. What do they call it? They've gotten into a habit.
Totally.
Yeah.
These are not hovers though. Like again, they're popping it with their back foot. It's scooped up. It's not being dictated by that. It's
it's
that's the
being
closest thing
controlled-
that you could get to an impossible. If it's not.
It really is. Yeah, I think you're right. It's like a three shove is controlled by the front foot.
Yeah.
Because the back foot's always off.
Yep.
And then if you have the back foot used in the trick, then it's wrapped.
Yeah.
Technically, but it might not be as vertical.
You might have a half wrap. You
Yeah.
might have a quarter wrap.
You can get half wraps anywhere, dude.
Straight up.
Get half a wrap, dude. See, look at that, like that one frame. See, and Tyson has a crazy good impossible.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, he fully wraps.
Yeah.
He scoops his.
Here's the thing, though.
He's like a scoop pop.
Thank you.
Shane.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, Bender. the $2. I love dumb data. Here's the thing, though.
Oh,
No.
but did he?
Sorry, Nick Holt. That's a 360
That's
shove.
a 360 shove.
But they says 360 shove it.
Okay, as long
So-
as they say it.
It says 360 shove it, so that's fine.
And you're right, Dubs. I mean, that's a front foot.
Yeah.
The front foot hovers.
It's like a tray flip, but without flipping.
Just watch
So
Ed
then
Templeton do it.
so what would we call a half or a quarter wrap? Just not a quarter impossible?
I thumbs down it.
A half impossible?
I thumbs down it.
You know,
I
I
think it's
do
a-
a half impossible, and I like it,
I think it's a 360 shove.
and I think it's an impossible.
Here's the
That fakey impossible definitely looked like a fakey 3 shove actually more. That fakey one right there.
Yeah,
Here's the thing, though.
Okay, let's see Mike Mo. Oh, he didn't do it. Mike Mo.
Well, he tried to copy Shane.
because Mike Mo can do impossibles,
yeah.
front foot impossibles. He could do it.
Mike Mo could do
Yeah.
front impossible late flips,
Wow.
but also Mike Mo is he's a studier of the past, and he
Yes.
represents whatever.
He
1000%.
Paul did.
That's the one he does.
Paul did a clip where the other day where he learned impossibles recently.
Yes.
P-Rod, but he did like impossible late flip, and P-Rod or Mike Mo looked at it. He's like, "That's not the same thing I'm doing."
Right.
And I was like, because he's flipping from underneath the
He
board.
does
Yeah.
underneath it. Yes.
He's like, I do it from on top, and I was like, that's incredible. I can't even notice stuff like
Yep.
with impossible stuff like late flip for me is super hard.
How?
I thought that trick that Mike Mo used to do, where he did the impossible and then underflip, was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
The question is, how are we going to get back on track? Because I don't think just the barracks alone and the rule change and whatever Dumb Data was talking about in this episode, like, I don't think that that's just enough to sway everybody from being like, hey, that's a 360 shove it that you did. That's not an impossible.
Yeah, people need to just start calling people out on it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And be like, oh, that was a good 360 shove it that he did in his part. Wait, that was an impossible. No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
That was a 360 shove it.
Some are just
again,
better.
I think again, it's all.
We
dictated
need
by
the
that front
impossible
foot.
police.
Yeah.
Well,
Kelly, you up for the challenge?
I can do it, but I've never done
You're on
one in
social
my
media a
life.
lot.
At least I can notice like what's an impossible, what's not. But I've just not. I don't do that trick. Like
Yeah.
I've never done one.
But you know,
That and Dylan Jabe one was
Dylan Jabe
incredible.
great. That was impossible.
Look at that one. That's how you rap, dude.
and also, I mean, look. Boom. Wrap. It's always in contact with the board.
Yeah, and it's like on top of his shoelaces at that point, right?
That's why I said earlier, it's
Yeah.
got to come in contact with shoelace.
But it's funny how it's called. It was always called Ollie Impossible when I was a kid.
Yeah, you do it, Ollie.
Yeah,
that's an Ollie
I always
possible.
heard Ollie Impossible. And you know what's funny though about that trick? When I first heard about it, and I saw Ed Templeton doing it. I thought I could never learn that trick because it was impossible. I'm not kidding. When you have tricks in like a hard flip, I'm like, geez, I can't learn that trick. It's too
hard.
hard. It's like
That
a
was,
kid
that was a little discouraging.
you know, a little, like starting off and not knowing anyone that he rapped the hell out of that.
Yeah.
If it reaches your top of your shoelaces, I think that's a good
A shoelace is a good indicator
yeah.
that you just did an impossible.
That's why Andy Anderson, his new
Has a-
shoe, has a protection on his shoelaces because he's
Oh, for
freaking
that.
impossible.
Yeah. Yep. You want to mess them laces up.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dumb Data, you stirring up some good conversations
That
here.
was.
Keep it going because I think we need to, I think we need to fix this.
Yeah.
This is broken right now,
Let's fix
and
it.
I think we need to fix it.
Do we call it the possible 3 shove?
We call it Mission Impossible.
Mission
Oh, that's well, then we can't solve the problem.
to fix
If
this.
it's unless it's Tom Cruise.
Dun, 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 dun.
Part 17 coming out soon.
Impossible.
Did you see that? On a random note, did you see that video Steve-O posted of a guy climbing the huge?
Yeah, I hate shit like that. Sometimes that stuff pops up in my feed too, and I'm like, ooh. This one dude he slipped a little bit. Did you see that one?
I didn't see
He's
that.
an old ass dude. He's like slipped.
Like no like safety
Dude, he
stuff.
puts like some chalk and like stuff on his hands, and he just climbs a skyscraper, and he just and he's like, they interviewed the dude. He's like, yeah, I was just really inspired by Mission Impossible. I'm like, Okay, you know, it's a movie.
It's a movie, yeah.
This is not real shit going on.
Once you get like halfway up there too, like there's no turning back.
it's like climbing a freaking boulder. Look at this dude.
Dude.
But people do this all the time. This wasn't his first rodeo. Come on.
Barefoot.
He's a climber.
Oh, he got arrested right after, I'm sure.
They all do.
Yeah.
They all do.
But what do you do after?
You celebrate.
Oh
In
my
jail?
Gosh.
Yeah. That's what they do, though.
Does he go?
That's next level.
I can't
dude.
watch this stuff, dude.
I know, it makes you feel
I got
weird.
vertigo. We were just talking about impossibles, man. All close to the ground.
That's like skaters skating a skate spot and getting arrested. You got the clip and maybe get arrested sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes that stuff pops up on my feed. There's an older cat that does that, and he was like climbing up, and he like slipped a little bit, and he's like, oh, he was freaking out. But my whole thing is like, you're climbing up a building. Are people ever banging on the? Like, I could imagine that would scare the shit out of you.
I don't think they would want to do that and like try to mess with them.
People probably do.
You want them to
calling
fall. They want
security.
them to fall. God.
Raj, you would call security?
They're calling security.
I bet people bang on the window.
I wouldn't even know what to do if I saw someone just walking up on the side of the window.
No, I would definitely.
I would
not
just sit
bang on
there
the
and just
window.
watch. I'm just like, dude, I hope you make it, bro.
I'd take my phone out and start filming.
I think a majority of people will probably do
know,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Dubs goes live. Look at this dude right here.
What's your Instagram, dude?
I was taking a bubble bath and this guy just went through my window.
No,
Look at
just like
this
these
dude.
the palm tree dude at the house the other day. Dude went up in the palm tree and then swung over to the other one. Like there were two palm trees
Oh,
next
really?
to each other. Yeah, he threw his little
Tarzan over there?
Dude, he Tarzaned over.
Wow.
Threw his little rope over there, and I was like, man,
Did you put that on your Insta?
I did.
Oh shit, let's check it out.
It was
I
on the
was-
story.
It was on the story.
your story?
I think, yeah.
I was like, damn, he hard posted that.
Oh, wait,
I'm
what-
like,
what-
Yeah, I wouldn't have hard posted that one.
Go ahead, let's see.
Gone already.
Oh, that's
It's already
Yeah,
gone?
it's gone. Yeah, we only
That
got.
was this weekend, right?
Yeah, it's this
Yeah.
week.
I was
Or
like,
this
you
past
said-
week. Yes.
It was like this weekend
why is
vibes
that
or something
odd?
like
oh, it was
that.
on Saturday. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Weekend vibes. Yep.
Yeah.
Stories different. Okay.
Well, that was a good discussion.
That
yeah,
was-
I think just people need to be aware of like what an actual impossible is, and I think that the back foot always connected to the board and shoelace touching is a good indicator, and among other things too. But let's
I
just
think it's that front part of the foot for sure.
you're right.
Yeah, the front part of the foot.
If it's coming off the board at any time, if the front foot's hovering, like let's clean it up, everybody. Let's clean it up for the sake of skateboarding.
we should have this on our social media. This little clip right here.
Yeah.
Cut this for tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep.